Hey guys, it's Kayla here. I'm sitting outside beside my lovely tomato plants, and I'm making a quick video today to answer a question that a viewer had on my last video, Jackie Smith. She was asking me to elaborate on the idea of craving salt might be a sign of adrenal low function or fatigue or that kind of thing. Sorry, there's ants all over the ground here. So anyway, I'm sitting by my tomatoes because when changing to a lower sodium diet, tomatoes are a really wonderful way to get natural sodium. You can't really see them because they're still kind of green, but I've got little Romas here, and I've got an Heirloom black crim tomato here, and my other ones are over there. They're not growing anything yet, but I've got some on the way. So anyway, tomatoes are a really great way to get natural sodium in. Drying them even more so, thinking of sun-dried tomatoes, that type of thing. So adding sun-dried tomatoes to a salad or to pasta or whatever, it helps give you that feeling of salt without using inorganic salt or using sodium chloride, which is usually table salt, and not ideal. Another way of getting salt in is celery. Celery is really high in natural sodium. It's great for your bones. And I mean, there's a few others, but those are some really accessible ones no matter where you live. Coming back to the question, what does it have to do with adrenal function? So adrenals are our stress organ. They work when we're in our flight or flight response. When we're under stress, they're pumping out hormones. So when we're under stress for long periods of time, we start to burn up the minerals in our body. Once our minerals are gone, our body craves salt to replace them. Salt being the highest, naturally the highest source in nature that it would know. So it's like, oh, I want salt. I know there's gonna be lots of minerals there. But usually the type of salt that we go to when we're craving salt is the really crappy stuff. So like if you were to use salt using a Celtic sea salt, using a Himalayan salt, something that's really high in natural salts or in natural minerals. Another reason that we could be craving, your adrenals could be fine, another reason that you could be craving salt is that you may be dehydrated. Our body will crave salt if we find that there's not enough water in our body. So when the salt content of our body is higher, we're going to retain more water. So that's another coping mechanism that our body has if we're not drinking enough water. Yeah, I think those are two big ones. I mean, there's many different reasons to crave, but dehydration and stress are pretty chronic in Western society. So really consider those things. One thing I try to do is leave a big, huge glass of water by my bed. And when I wake up in the morning, that's the first thing I do before I go anywhere is I drink anywhere between 500 milliliters and a liter of water. And then I know I got like a lot of water in early in the day because I'm really bad at drinking it throughout the day. And I know I got that in, and then I'll try to have some before I go to bed as well, at least if I can kind of begin and end my day with a lot of water. I'm also eating really high water content food, so I don't feel the need to replace my water as much. There's something else I wanted to touch on. I hope that answers the question, or starts to. I'm not a scientist, but I understand how a lot of things start to function. You don't want to use salt as your body's way of dealing with stress. It's really good to kind of get yourself to relax, drink some water, do some deep breathing. You really don't want your adrenals working overboard, but craving salt might be a sign that maybe you should chill out a little. When your adrenals are working, cortisol levels are raised, but eventually they get exhausted. Once those cortisol levels start to drop, anybody that's watching that's concerned with weight loss, once those levels start to drop and adrenaline takes over, that's when you get like the stubborn belly fat and that type of thing. So keeping your stress low. When you start to crave salt, maybe consider, am I stressed? Even if you don't feel stressed, even if life isn't really that overwhelming, how many hours a day are you working? How much time are you spending in a car, on the highway, all that stuff? It's something that we all have to deal with. I mean, watching a TV show can create stress in us. There's so much drama, it's so intense. They ram so many things into an hour that don't normally happen in everyday life, and we get so involved. It's really just be aware of that. Yeah, so that's anyway my quick video today. I'm trying to make them a little shorter, but I will give you updates on my little tomatoes, and I'm growing them in just planters. So anybody that doesn't have a lot of space or you don't have actual land to work with, I've just got a planter that I dumped a big bag of organic soil, and they're growing awesome. I've also got some zucchini that my whatever wildlife likes eating the blossoms. They wait until they open and then they close up again, and then I come outside and the blossoms are gone. But I do have one right now, so maybe I'll get some zucchini. And I've got a couple strawberries as well. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Happy Friday. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to try to do this like Q&A video type thing. I kind of like the format of it. Again, if you like this video, give it a like. If you're not subscribing already, you should do that. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.